Okay, this video is going to show you guys how to use Wakelet. I believe that's how you say it. We used to use another app for this called Storify, which went away, so this is a really good alternative. I explained this on your sheets, but really it's just about storytelling through external sources like social media, which actually in today's world is a really great way to help tell stories. You just need to make sure that you have the facts. So this is the homepage of Wakelet. Before this, you should have obviously gone to the site and created an account. To get here, I have some already made from past things, but I'm just going to walk you really quickly through the process. So before you do this, you need a topic. I explained on the sheet that it needed to be a topic that had some sort of audience interaction on the internet or something. So some examples I gave were like the Blues in the playoffs right now, tons of interaction. I'm going to use that as an example. The Notre Dame fire obviously got tons of comments and views and photos online. There could be something from FHN that was popular online, like prom, or I'm trying to think, maybe anything with the Cardinals. Just think anything that has been like popularly talked about online or in social media. So once you figure out your topic, hopefully it's something you're at least a little bit knowledgeable about or can look up information about. You're going to click on Create a New Collection, which is like a story. You're going to add a title, try to make it something clever. I'm going to use blues. I'm going to say blues take round 2, obviously referring to round 2 of the playoffs. If you want to add a cover image, you can, but you do not have to. And then in the description, I'm not going to type this right now, but just add like a sentence or two kind of describing what it's going to be about. Your requirements for this are you have to have 5 posts from elsewhere, like online or social media site, and then you actually have to fill in between those posts with 5 of your own commentary, which is the facts, kind of like a news story. So the way you search is you click on this little plus button. You can obviously use multiple things. You can use social media sites. YouTube's really good. If you want to search elsewhere, you can also do that just from like a Google URL or something. But I think the social media is really cool. So I'm going to click on tweets. For the St. Louis Blues, just keep it simple for now. I'm going to type STL Blues. There's some really good stuff and some probably not so good stuff. So if I want to select something, you're going to need to put a little bit more thought into this than I am right now. But if I want to select something, you just click on the plus button. So let's do... we'll talk about the Dallas perspective of the game. That's kind of interesting. This is after game 1, obviously. This is a good St. Louis Blues reflection. I could pick all 5 of my things from here. I could pick a couple from here and a couple from somewhere else. Let's talk about... Obviously, some of these are on topic and some of them are not. There was a really good one I saw earlier about the atmosphere at the game. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it talks about how the atmosphere was electric. This person brought 2 guests from Israel, and they never experienced anything like it, which is really cool. It says a lot about the game. So I'm going to click those 3 just to get started, and I'm going to click Add. So I'm going to add them to my story, and you'll see they just kind of like show up here, which is awesome. You can reorder these in any way that you'd like, or you can just leave them in the order that they are. And then the part that you have to add comes in between. So let's just say, for example, what is this about? Oh, this one is about the Dallas take on the game. So I probably need to write a couple sentences about maybe like some Dallas highlights. So I'm going to add text here. And I'm going to start typing something. So truthfully, I know I only watched half the game, and I don't know a lot about the Dallas plus and negatives of the game, so I might do some Googling first. But here's where I'd write a couple sentences about that. So we'll say facts about Dallas Stars, and then I'd save it. And then this is the Blues, obviously, perspective. So here I might add some content about like the Blues, some of the high points of the game for the Blues, which were many. This one talks about the atmosphere, which is really cool. Here I might add something about how like every fan that arrived got a bracelet that coordinated with the opening sequence when they announced the players and things like that, which is really neat. So those are just ideas, but I think you get the point. So you have to have 5 posts and then 5 of your own comments and facts in between to help tell the story. It just kind of guides the story along. When you're all done, you are going to need to post this. So here's how you post. Make sure you change this private to public. Click publish and exit. You can always edit. And then at the top, you're going to click share. And then copy this link down here. And then just paste it onto your WordPress. And you should be all good to go.